Douglas-fir trees are mostly identifiable by their iconic cones. And these cones have given rise to tales as to how they came to be. Today, I will tell you my version of this tale. Nature has not always looked the way it does today. Before trees became firmly rooted in their present appearance and animals clawed their way into current standings in the food chain, all was calm. Nothing was prepared for the great storm that brewed just beyond the horizon. Everything had been wishing for rain, their current sunny day the byproduct of rainless weather. The end to this drought was near, but they did not realize what danger was lurking within the clouds. The sky quickly darkened, but before all could rejoice at the coming rain, a flash cut the sky. Lightning struck dry ground, lighting the woods ablaze. The flames grew, and even the storm couldn't douse the fire. It quickly spread, forcing everything back further and further until there was nowhere left to go. Looking around frantically for shelter, they spotted a cluster of Douglas-fir trees standing bravely against the wildfire. With nowhere left to go, the animals scurried as quickly as they could up the trees to safety. First the bears, then the moose, the deer, the wolves, all the creatures of the forest clambered up into the branches of the trees. But the mice, they were too small. In the mad dash to safety, the animals weren't looking out for the little mice underfoot. Preoccupied with dodging the stampeding paws and hooves, the mice arrived at the trees last. The tree's branches bowed with the weight of the animals. The mice, as small as they were, didn't know where they could fit amongst all the others. That's when they spotted the cones. Each one with a multitude of small hiding places, perfect for a mouse. The mice hurried to hide themselves in the cones of the trees as the fire licked at the trunks. But these trees stood firm, and eventually the rain won out against the blaze, and all was calm once more. The animals left the safety of the Douglas-fir branches to return to their lives, but not the mice. In their haste to escape the fire, they didn't realize that the cozy cone cubbies were just a little too small, even for the tiny mice. They were stuck. So, as time passed, the Douglas-fir trees became one with the mice, their fur turning to bracts as the tree gained its current iconic cones. Now, Douglas-fir are actually fire-resistant, but they don't rely on it for reproduction like other species of trees do. And while not a mouse, there is actually a fuzzy little creature that spends its entire life inside of just one Douglas-fir tree without ever touching the ground. It's called the red tree vole. If you want to hear my rant about the Douglas-fir's common name, it has a silent hyphen and is not a fir, check out my last video. Let me know in the comments if you've heard this story before, or if you have any questions I can answer in another tree video. You can also join the Discord to talk with me and everybody else about trees and all the other stuff that I do. Don't forget to subscribe for more tree content, mostly rants. But it's time for me to make like a tree and leave. See you next time. Not juniper, pine, or sugi, the mouse ran up the tree. The fire roared, the mouse just snored up in the Douglas-fir tree. Not juniper, pine, or sugi, the mouse ran up the tree. The fire roared, the mouse just snored up in the Douglas-fir tree.